What is up, YouTube? What is up, family? We got a reaction to check out. We got exploring the terrifying world of Indonesian ghosts. Not spicy foods. Ghosts. And spirits. Oh boy. Ghosts and spirits. Let's go. Show me. Prove it.
Superstition is a worldwide phenomenon, as most countries have stories about the supernatural, whether it be facts or fantasy. These stories are part of our cultures and shape a big part of our society. But some countries take these stories further than others. In our last ghost documentary, we talked about Japanese ghosts. The ghosts of Japan are quite well known thanks to Hollywood. They have a big impact on the worldwide movie and entertainment industry and about our ideas of horror. But did you know there are some countries that have even more ghost folklore with even scarier and more horrifying backgrounds? One of these countries is Indonesia, one of the most religious countries in the world. Here around 98% of the population is religious, and most of them believe in ghosts, and in this documentary, you will learn a bit more about them. Welcome to the Glimp. The stories of ghosts, spirits, and the supernatural are all common topics in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia.
For now.
In this place, people don't just claim to see ghosts, but they actually claim to capture them on film or audio recordings as well. Besides the fact that the horror genre is the crown jewel in the Indonesian film industry, there are a lot of reality TV shows about this topic, and the results can be quite scary. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, these stories will probably give you goosebumps and make you think about the spirit world with a different perspective. I don't believe in ghosts until I see one, is one of the main reasons people don't believe in ghosts, but
I mean, that's a very valid reason, no?
remember, one small sighting or the hearing of one of these entities can completely change your perspective and bring the chills down your spine. Despite the technological era we live in, where we have self-driving cars, drones that are delivering packages and robots that are doing human tasks, some customs in Indonesia are deeply rooted in superstitious beliefs. For example, one of these customs is to not wear green when you visit the Yogyakarta beach. It is actually prohibited. The reason for this is that the Queen of the Southern Sea, also known as Ratu Kidul, is residing at the beach, and her favorite color is green, and if you are to wear green, you will be washed up by the sea, taken to her supernatural kingdom. Another good reason to not wear green here is because water in the southern coast tends to be green, and when drowning, you will be more difficult to find. Indigo kids. A lot of people in Indonesia believe in people who are spiritually gifted. These people are referred to as indigo kids. They say there is another world apart from the world we live in, and there must be people who are expert in that. This ability is seen as a gift from God. These indigo kids are usually very wise and have a set of unique skills, consisting of exorcism, healing and more. Their mission is to raise awareness about the other world, as most people are stuck in the logics of this world. On social media platforms, indigo kids are at the center of attention when it comes to supernatural content. They visit mystical places, read people, predict the future, or communicate with ghosts. These ghosts are some of the weirdest mythical creatures you will encounter. Kuntilanak. Some of them seem slightly similar to some Japanese ghosts, for instance the Kuntilanak. A ghost of a mother who died before giving birth, just like the Kozadate from Japan. Similarly, she has long black hair and a white dress. But the Kuntilanak doesn't have eyes, just two dark black holes, and one in her neck as well.
She got a hole in her neck? Well, damn. But she probably smoked a lot when she was younger. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta get then you talk. You know what I'm saying? When you got the hole over here, you gotta talk to people because you smoke too much. It's probably what happened. I'm just saying. You know.
And unlike the Kozadate, the Kuntilanak is not a loving or caring ghost. She haunts pregnant women and tries to steal their baby.
Oh, well, that's not nice. That's not cool.
She lurks in tall trees, old buildings, or by the edge of a river or a lake while crying like a baby. Some people believe just the sight of one of these spirits can drive you insane. When a Kuntilanak approaches you, it might first smell like flowers, but soon it will change into the smell of rotting flesh. In one story, a young woman was returning to her college campus late at night and decided to take a taxi bus. On a darkened street, the bus suddenly stopped. The girl looked out the window and thought another passenger was to get on the bus. Then she checked the front seat and realized the bus driver was gone. He had run away. Looking outside again, she saw a woman in a long white dress with black hair standing outside the door, staring at her directly. She was trapped inside the bus and unable to escape. The next morning, people found her in the bus, laying on the floor with a terrorized face. She was sent to the psychiatric ward, but
yeah, because they thought she was crazy.
Never recovered from her experience.
That's messed up.
People say that if you carry a sharp object, the Kuntilanak won't harm you, as she is afraid of it.
Oh, the ghost is the ghost is afraid of a knife that could only harm something physical. But the ghost don't like the knife because you be stabbing the air and
she can be killed by driving a nail into the hole in her neck.
That's what the hole in the neck is for? You got to put a knife in there? Oh, I didn't know that. So the ghost got a hole, and you got to put the knife in there, and then it'll kill the ghost. I'll remember that next time I see one. I'll remember that.
Sundel Bolong. A similar ghost to the Kuntilanak is the Sundel Bolong, literally meaning prostitute hole.
What? A prostitute? What? The hole in the neck is for what? That's what the hole is for. I can't do this. Okay, I'm sorry. This is serious. This is ghosts. Scary. It's terrible. This is terrifying. I mean, come on. You couldn't have thought of a better name. You couldn't have thought of a better name than prostitute hole? Oh, Lord.
Like the Kuntilanak, the Sundel Bolong is the soul of a woman who died during pregnancy, but in this case, a pregnancy that wasn't from her spouse.
So she was a cheater.
With long black hair and a white dress, she looks like a lot of typical ghosts.
Oh, wait a second. A typical ghost look like this? Oh, I didn't know that a ghost had a typical look. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I was just thinking Casper. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. All right.
With long black hair and a white dress, she looks like a lot of typical ghosts. But the Sundel Bolong also has a hole in her back.
Oh, she got a hole in her back.
This is the place where the baby came out during birth.
Oh.
Her long black hairs cover up this hole.
Oh.
The victims of her usually consist of men and children, and it is said that if she is to be rejected by a man, she will castrate him. However,
she will castrate a man if he rejects her? Man, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Children, especially newborns, are taken to replace her lost child.
Oh, that's not nice.
Pokong.
That's not nice.
In Javanese folklore, they believe that the soul of a dead person will stay on the earth for 40 days after the death. if after these 40 days the ties over the burial clothes, known as a cane coffin, are not released, it is said that the body jumped out of the grave, roaming the earth as an undead to warn people that the soul still needs to be released. These ghosts are known as pokongs. They come in different shapes and forms, depending on the state they were in when they died. They can look zombie or skeleton-like, but they can also look more human-like. Even though some people think they are scary, a lot of them are usually harmless.
Yeah, I would probably be scared if I seen that shit. If I seen him, I'd be like, yeah, I'll see you later. I'm going that way. You go that way. Yeah, we don't need to meet. We don't need to be friends. We don't need to introduce. Nope, we're good. We're good, bro. What you looking at? What's up there? Something up there? What you? Oh, he's like, yo, that's where I'm supposed to be. But my soul is stuck over here on Earth. You want to help me out a little bit? I'm supposed to be up there. That's what's going on. I got it now. I got it.
Most of these pokongs are classified as white pokongs that just ask for prayers to help with their release to the afterlife.
See?
Still,
like
in general,
praying.
Unpredictable behavior is common, and it is encouraged not to think of them as a friendly ghost.
Oh, no friendly
They are
ghost.
supernatural beings that need to be treated with caution.
Oh.
This is because there are also vengeful pokongs that like to frighten and haunt people. These are mostly the red pokongs, also known as the Pokon Mera.
That's not nice.
These are the most horrifying ghosts that usually died in a very bad way, for instance suicide or murder.
Oh, well that's not good.
Pokongs sometimes gather in groups, which can be a few dozen up to thousands of ghosts per colony.
1,000?
However,
Wait, what? They're in a colony? Oh man.
it is very rare that they harm people in groups, so most of the times they are seen, they are alone. It is said that the red pokongs are the heads of colonies of these ghosts. One of these ghost colonies can be found in a rural part of Yogyakarta, near the river known as Code River, which is said to be inhabited by a massive colony consisting of thousands of pokongs. The leader of this colony is a red pokong, an early 20th century shaman specializing in black magic.
Oh.
During his lifetime his practices greatly disturbed the villagers of his village, even so much that one day they decided to murder him and mutilate his body.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Very nice people. Good job, people. I mean, I'd come back and haunt your ass too if you did that to me.
His body was wrapped in white cloth, which then turned red because of the blood that was pouring out of the shaman's body.
Well,
In death, the shaman swore revenge on the villagers that slaughtered him, and thus,
Hell
his
yeah.
spirit started recruiting thousands of pokongs to take revenge.
oh.
It is said these pokongs are still haunting Code River to this very day. Andong Pokong. Besides the white and the red pokongs, there is another pokong found in the Sidoarjo Regency.
Pink.
The story of this pokong comes from a young male who was in love with the daughter of a rich debt collector. The parents of the girl didn't approve their marriage due to social differences. However, the young man's mother did approve them as a couple and they got married anyway. When they got married, one of the workers of the debt collector witnessed the ceremony and rushed home to inform the family of the wedding. The father got angry, gathered a mob, and rushed towards the ceremony. Once he arrived, they were already married and the married couple was riding a horse cart, also known as a andong. They furiously chased the couple until the cart was hit by a passing truck, killing both the man and his bride.
Yo, look, people are crazy.
Due to the cruel nature of his death, the young man was unable to find his way to the afterlife, and he began to haunt the Sidoarjo region on his cart. People say that the pokong will knock on your door during midnight, and those who open the door will be affected by an unknown illness which causes you to die within a matter of days.
Well, don't murder people, and they won't come and get you. You know what? Anybody that's murdered should come and get your ass. It would really be cool. So why do we never hear stories like that? What, it only happens in Indonesia? What about somebody that gets murdered over here? Why can't they come back and haunt their killer? I mean, if you got the ability to do it, you know how many people would be out there haunting their murderers for eternity? I mean, that would be better than a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? But you never hear nothing like that. Why is that? Why do you think that is? Oh, because they only hang out in Indonesia. Oh, all right. I didn't know. All right, so they like your country. They don't like mine. Okay, no problem. No problem.
Tuyul.
That the Indonesia is man tap. United States, not man tap. And that's it. So the ghosts hang out in your country. Okay. All right.
A combination of these stories, a
That's cool.
shaman that practices black magic, and an unsuccessful birth, leads to our next entity.
Ugh.
When a baby dies during pregnancy or during abortion, sometimes the corpse of the baby will be dug up. Then combined with black magic, it can create a being that looks like a strangely bald
Hey, if you get an abortion, how you digging in?
shaped toddler with a gray skin and large red eyes. This undead baby is called the Tuyul, which means mischievous thief.
I thought he was going to say it means Chucky. Y'all know who Chucky is? You don't know who Chucky is? Well, you need to look. You need to Google Chucky. He look a little bit like that.
While most of the times the Tuyul is contained in a glass jar in a dark place, when it gets used it is usually for financial gains. It
What?
is known to bring good luck and fortune to the host, but mishap to those who encounter them. It robs people from their riches by lurking around villages at night, and gives it to the Tuyul's owner. It easily gets away with its crimes because of its small size. Owning or using a Tuyul is like making a contract with the devil, and when you do own one it must be kept happy like a toddler, for instance by offering toys, candy, or sweets. Besides that, you need to nurse it. This is done.
Oh hell no. Oh, you're not gonna nurse a dead baby. Oh Lord, wait, I gotta hear this part.
Or sweets.
I want.
Besides that,
Oh, boy.
you need to nurse it. This is done by pricking your thumb and allowing it to suck your blood, similar to a vampire.
Oh my
If you don't,
goodness.
it will forcefully suck blood from you or your family's toes while you are sleeping.
From your toes. Why you? Oh my goodness, you guys in these stories.
To keep them away, just like vampires, you can hang garlic over your door.
Are you kidding me?
Also, it is advised to keep your money on top of some needles or on a mirror.
What?
The Tuyul is scared of needles and is also scared of their own reflection.
Oh,
A lot of times it is believed that people with wealth and success, for instance government officials, have used a Tuyul to get it. Nowadays the Tuyul remains widely used in Indonesian society, for instance through mediums, but also in games, literature, and television. To get rid of a Tuyul is very easy. You can bury it and lay it to rest, or you can throw it in the sea. Jenglot.
this is the craziest shit I've
Similar
ever
to the
heard.
Tuyul, a Jenglot is a small creature that some people like to keep around. A formerly human being that is enchanted with black magic. It is said to protect its master or take revenge on the owner's enemies. It is even smaller than a Tuyul as it is only about 12 centimeters. They have long hair and long nails and also need to be nursed with blood from a human or an animal. Although they don't drink it, you just have to place it in a glass besides them and they will get the nutrients from it in a mystical way. The Indonesian Red Cross sells blood for this purpose too.
What? Yo, Indonesia, man, you guys are starting to worry me a little bit, man. You guys are starting to worry me a little bit. Maybe your food is too spicy. This shit is going to your brain, and then it's just too spicy and hot in your brain, and then you start doing crazy shit like this. I don't know what's going on here. You got hospitals giving blood out to what?
Over the years, a
What?
lot of the Janglots have been showcased in private.
Yeah. What in the? What the? Look like a little. I don't know what the fuck. It looked like a little bat. Little bat that's been modified.
Private collections of supernatural researchers or fans. But as you might imagine, a lot of these Jang lots were hoaxes to gain some money.
No, you mean people did? There's a hoax involved in all this stuff? No, stop.
Still, many natives believe the Jang lot is a real creature. Wewe Gombo. Besides supernatural children that...
Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be saying the names. Never call a ghost by its name. Just saying. Otherwise, don't do it.
That haunt the night, there are also ghosts that kidnap children. A female ghost with long hanging breasts. The name of this ghost comes from an event that happened in
Damn, this is really long.
Bukit Gombo, where long ago a married couple lived. After being married for years, the husband realized his wife stopped loving him, and as a result, he started neglecting her, leaving her alone for long periods of time so that she would live in sorrow.
Why would she be living in sorrow if she don't love him? She'd probably be like, oh, thank God, it's about time your ass left. Leave me alone. I'm happy when I'm alone. Wait, I mean, am I losing my mind? They said, wait a minute. Somebody doesn't love you, so you want to punish them by leaving them? What? That's the opposite effect. Hold on. Maybe he said he loved. Hold on.
Stopped loving him.
Stopped. Okay. The wife stopped loving him, so...
And as a result, he started neglecting her.
So he started neglecting. Why would she give a shit?
Leaving her alone for long periods of time so that she would live in sorrow.
She would be happy as hell.
One day, she tried to find out what was going on and followed him. She caught him in a relationship with another woman.
And she was like, I don't love you. I don't care. Well, leave. Go with her. Right?
She felt so betrayed and got so angry that she killed him.
What?
Because of her crime, angry neighbors started harassing her and then proceeded to chase her out of her village. She eventually committed suicide. After she passed, her spirit became the ghost she is today. Wewe Gombo, she dwells in the crown of the Orangupanada palm, where she has a nest and where she keeps the children she catches. She doesn't harm the children, and once they are with her, the kids aren't afraid of her neither. These children usually have been mistreated or neglected by their parents, and to them, Wewe Gombo is like a loving grandmother.
Okay.
Suster Najesit.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
One of the most vengeful ghosts in Indonesian folklore is the Suster Najesit, which literally translates to the nurse that is dragging herself forward. As the name already suggests, this is the ghost of a nurse. A nurse that died in a hospital and now is haunting the halls of hospitals and clinics throughout the country.
Oh, that's I seen that. Hold up. I seen this one.
Hospital and now is haunting the halls of
That's
hospital.
Oh,
and
who is that?
clinic.
You know what I'm talking about? Not The Exorcist. The other one. She'd be walking backwards down the stairs. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, we got a whole, like 4 or 5. This part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Yeah, that's her. That's her.
A nurse that died in a hospital and now is haunting the hall.
Oh yeah, that's her. That's her. That. Something wrong here. She got a. Somebody tried to maybe. Oh Lord. Yeah, you don't want this shit coming after you. I'll tell you that right now. You see this, even I would have a heart attack. But guess what? I've never seen nothing like that. Just on TV horror shows.
Halls of hospitals and clinics throughout the country. With long unkempt hair and nurse clothing, she drags herself over the floor, leaving a trail of blood. There is still a debate about her cause of death. Some say she was murdered by a patient, while others say she committed suicide after having been falsely accused for a crime she didn't commit. She is mostly found in hospitals or medical clinics that have a history of malpractice, haunting the doctors and nurses that mistreat their patients.
But then she's a good ghost. I like her then. That's good. You should haunt their ass.
She uses medical equipment such as scissors and syringes to stab her victims, and despite her slow looks, she can be incredibly fast, catching you when you least expect it.
Oh, shit.
There is no evidence about the Sister Nagesset, but numerous sightings of ghosts in hospitals have been attributed to her.
Wait, there's no evidence? Huh.
And her
no evidence.
Legend has inspired a lot of movies, stories, and books.
Yes, a lot of movies.
Hantu Kepala Terbang.
Ooh, that's a long name.
If you have seen our previous documentary about Japanese ghosts, you must be familiar with the Funayuri. A person that died at sea and now haunts shippers in a ghost boat. In Indonesia, a similar ghost exists, the Hantu Kepala Terbang, literally meaning the flying head ghost, a head without a body that flies through the air. It is said to haunt coastal and maritime areas, and similar to the Funayuri, it is said to have died at sea.
They can't hurt you, it's just a head. Ain't got no arms, ain't got no legs. How's he gonna hurt you?
The legend says that the Hantu Kepala Terbang is the spirit of a woman who was betrayed by her lover and left to drown at sea. Her head was severed from her body and her spirit returned as a ghost, seeking revenge against her unfaithful lover and anyone who crosses her path.
Who severed
While
her?
the Funayuri demands a broken bucket, the Hantu Kepala Terbang demands sailors to offer food, drink, or other gifts. If you refuse to make a sacrifice, you are said to suffer misfortune, bad luck, or even death. If you want to prevent encountering these ghosts, it is believed that wearing a special talisman, typically made of gold or other precious metals inscribed with sacred symbols and prayers, can repel the ghost and protect its wearer from any harm.
How much is that? What does that cost?
Pret. Another Indonesian ghost similar to a Japanese ghost is the Pret. Also coming from Buddhism, it is very similar to the Japanese Gaki, a small creature with a tiny mouth and a bulging belly. Similarly,
he like beer. He drinks a lot of beer. That's a lot of Budweiser.
Having difficulties to eat and find satisfaction. The main difference is that these creatures roam the earth, in contrast with the Gakis, that are trapped in some sort of purgatory. It is said to haunt people that waste food, trying to remind them about the importance of generosity and compassion. While these ghosts and humans occupy the same physical space, they will see things differently. Where a human while looking at a river would see clear water, a Pret would see the same river, but full of things such as pus and filth.
That's disgusting.
This is an example of how they are punished after living a life full of greed and jealousy. It is believed that the Pret is a manifestation of the Buddhist concept of karma, which teaches that every action has consequences and that your actions determine your future.
So every politician is going to come back as that ghost. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. They're all coming back like that. Greed. Oh, half the planet is coming back like that.
To get rid of one of these ghosts, you should try to not waste food, and if this doesn't help, seeking help from a shaman that will perform a certain ritual might do the trick.
Just don't waste
But
food.
most of the times these ghosts are not to be feared. Actually, they are seen as being to be pitied. In some monasteries, monks leave offerings of foods and drinks for them before
He got diaper on?
meals.
What's going on? Why you got a red diaper?
Lokasi Turkitak. If you have watched our documentary about Japanese ghosts, I am sure you remember the Jikobukan. Stigmatized properties that are sold for low prices because events such as murder have occurred and now they are believed to be haunted. In Indonesia there is a similar concept which is known as the Lokasi Turkitak. Places that are haunted due to past events that have occurred. However, these locations can be anything from graveyards, bridges, forests, abandoned buildings, or even volcanoes. For instance, the legend of Mount Merapi, an active volcano in central Java considered to be one of the most dangerous volcanoes in Indonesia. The story of Mount Merapi involves a mythical figure named Joko Lolono, a powerful sorcerer who lived on the slopes of the mountain. He was said to have magical powers and was extremely feared by the local people. One day the villagers decided to confront him and put an end to his dark behavior and wizardry. They fatally wounded him, and as he died he cursed the mountain. While taking his last breaths, he said that the mountain would continue to erupt until a person was sacrificed to appease its anger. Since this day, Mount Merapi has erupted a lot of times, causing destruction and even death.
Well, that's because y'all didn't throw nobody in it. See, y'all could just, there'd be no problems. You just got to find some crazy murderer in Indonesia and just throw his ass in the volcano, and there you go. There's your sacrifice. Now the volcano won't hurt nobody. These are very easy solutions. I don't understand why nobody's taking care of business over here. Indonesia, what's up? I always wanted to go to Indonesia, but after this, I don't know if I want to go to Indonesia now. I mean, y'all got ghosts everywhere, crawling in their hospitals and just chilling out in the woods and the streets, and just some are just floating on the water. Like, I don't know about this. I don't know.
It is still believed that offerings should be made to prevent more eruptions to happen.
Yeah.
Another famous lokasi Turkituk is called the Tamang Lawn, a popular shopping and entertainment center located in Jakarta.
Oh.
It is a place associated with prostitution and people that do sex work.
Oh.
In 2013, a story revealed that a group of men had been secretly filming their encounters with the prostitutes and that they shared the videos online.
Oh.
This sparked outrage throughout Indonesia and eventually led to the area being stigmatized as a cursed location associated with the immoral behavior that has happened here. In many cultures, including Indonesian culture, it is said that places where immoral or illegal activity takes place attracts negative energies or spirits and ghosts. This contributes to the idea that the Tamang Lawn is a haunted site. The ghosts haunting this place can, for instance, be the workers that died after the incidents that happened here, seeking revenge to the males who abused the girls.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just like in Japan, ghosts and supernatural beliefs continue to have a big impact on today's society in Indonesia. Deeply ingrained in the culture, these stories are passed down from generation to generation through folklore, myths, and legends. It still has a huge impact on people's behavior and decisions, and it influences the way people treat each other as well as the ideas about illness, health, and death.
See, that's good. Everybody needs ghosts. But bad ghosts, mean, evil, terrible ghosts that come and haunt your ass for the rest of your entire life. If you're a bad person, if you did some bad things to get ahead and cheated others, what's wrong with a ghost haunting you forever? I'm okay with that. Hey, that's good. Go for it. Hey, we need some more ghosts. Indonesia, can we borrow some? Because there's not many of these in the United States. But you got plenty of them. Can we borrow a few? Because we got a ton of people here that deserve to be haunted. I promise you that. So, we just give us like 2 or 3, good ones though. We want some good ghosts. No, I want the one where they colonize. That's what we need over here. The ghosts that colonize and get bigger and grow a family of ghosts. And then they come and haunt y'all. Bring them over here because we got plenty of people that deserve it. Yeah. Right? All right, makes sense.
It also contributes to the sense of community and shared cultural identity.
And then people will be better.
Compared to Japanese ghosts, Indonesian ghosts often are described as more unpredictable and violent, and most of their stories come from a background of misfortune or death. While this is also the case with some Japanese ghosts, most of the Japanese ghosts are more depicted as sorrowful and tragic. Even though not all Indonesians believe in these ghosts, the stories and traditions around them are still very alive, haunting a big part of Indonesia still till this very day.
See, that's why
I gotta
stay here.
This documentary.
It's safe over here.
Please let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more documentaries.
What you got to say about this, Indonesia? What you got to say? This mantap or bullshit? What do you think? What do you think? Don't lie to me. What do you think? Come on now. Come on. I got a lot of Indonesian subscribers. How many of y'all have seen a ghost? Come on, tell me. Tell me. Don't lie to me. Just tell me. How many have seen a ghost? Just any ghost. Just any. And did they do something to you? Did you have to put a knife in their hole? In their hole? Did you have to put something else in their hole? I don't know. I can't even believe the prostitute ghost with a hole. Oh Lord, should have. You guys should have thought of a better name for that one. But anyway, okay. So clearly, you probably have come to realize I don't really believe in ghosts, but it's cool if you do. It's all right. I like the idea that they come and haunt bad people. I like that idea, but yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of people over here filthy rich because they robbed everybody, and no, they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. So we need some of your ghosts. We need to borrow a few. Anyway, exploring the terrifying world of Indonesian ghosts and spirits. All right. Now, I know some of you believe it. I know because I did a video a long time ago about some girl that was hanging out in the woods, and the people were like, "Oh, that's the ghost," and you were like, I was like, "That shit ain't no ghost." And then you guys were like, "No, D, no, Uncle, that's a ghost. It was real." So I know some of you believe, so it's okay. You can believe. It's all right. It's okay. Nothing wrong with believing in ghosts. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with not believing in ghosts. It's cool. All right. All right. It's just, until you see one, it's all speculation. Just like everything else. All right. Take care. Peace out. Have a good night. Tap. I don't know about that one. It's fun, though. It's interesting. Peace out.